Every day, everything inside my house is in a different position, and I mean every object and piece of furniture. I don't know why it happens, but I would just love it if everything was in order and in its original position. Every day I find the sofas in a new place, the tables in a different, and even in the layout of the house is all different. It's just so frustrating, as I hate things being moved around and I live alone. I've contemplated ghosts, but I know it's not ghosts, it's the CCTV cameras picked up nothing, not even how everything gets moved around from top to bottom. I also considered that maybe a secret homeless man is living in my house, but the CCTV has picked up nothing. Maybe for a couple of days the house stays the same it was, and always starts when I cannot unlock the front door. When I cannot unlock my front door for some reason, I just know that everything inside the house is in a different position. I get a huge heartbeat when I cannot unlock my front door, and so I break in and find everything in a different position, and my mind is just going crazy at this point. I scream and start attacking things and throwing things around. I cannot find things that I need anymore, and I feel overwhelmed. What's even worse than not being able to unlock your own front door or find everything in a different position is to occasionally find people inside my house, holding a gun or some other weapon towards me and constantly shouting at me to get out of my house or call the police. I've even been shot once. I've even been arrested for apparent burglary. I can't wash this purple blood off my hands, and I then become worried, and my mother comes to me. She looks at my hands, all covered in purple blood, and all she said to me was, "To be able to wash the purple blood off your hands, you've got to admit to killing your parents and siblings." I had no idea what she was on about. She kept on saying I've got to admit to killing them as the reason to having purple blood on my hands, or more like their blood on my hands. I start to panic, start having an anxiety attack, and I shout out loud, "I've got blood on my hands, your hands, everyone's hands, nobody's hands." I say it a couple of times until my mother slapped me and told me to admit to killing them, as that was the only way I could wash their purple blood off my hands. "I murdered all of you," I tell my parents and siblings, and I manage to wash off their purple blood. Then I wake up with more purple blood on my hands, and my mother tells me that now I have to say why I killed them to be able to wash the blood off. I once again start to panic, and I start having an anxiety attack, and I shout out loud, "I've got blood on my hands, your hands, everyone's hands, nobody's hands," I say a couple of times. I get slapped in the face again, and I quickly tell my family that the reason I murdered them was because I failed to prepare for an exam, and so I started to prepare for failure. I prepared for failure by getting a gun and shot them so that they could never see me as a failure. I asked off the purple blood. I woke up again with their purple blood on my hands, and this time my mother told me to be able to wash off the blood, I must tell someone on the outside world. I once again start to panic, and I start having an anxiety attack, and I shout out loud, "I've got blood on my hands, your hands, everyone's hands, nobody's hands," I say a couple of times. I get slapped, and I calmly tell someone through the phone that I murdered my family, and I have their purple blood on my hands. I am the man who destroys civilizations and communities, but I don't do it by sending viruses or bombs or war. I have a more unique way of doing it, and at the start it all seems so innocent and great, but as the effects take on after years of evolution, eventually the civilization will crumble. I destroy civilization by giving people rights, freedoms, and an education. I know what you're thinking, that these things are good things, and to a certain extent, yes they are. But when it gets passed on and evolves throughout civilization and throughout the generations, people stop having babies and depression becomes the norm. Humans are a funny lot, and killing them with so much pain and disaster doesn't kill the root of them, but by giving them rights, freedoms, and an education, as well as some money, well, they'll become too used to that. Their thinking minds will stop them from having children or bearing any sacrifice to be even friends with each other. Depression will then take root as depression is a child of intelligence. I am the man who destroys civilization this very way. I did it with the ancient civilizations of the past, like ancient Egypt, ancient Rome, even the ancient Aztecs. Humans can easily survive war, viruses, and famine, but having rights, an education and some money kind of stops humanity from growing at the root of it, as their intelligence will cause them depression, to even give up some freedoms, to make a family or sacrifice some freedom for others. It increases selfishness, which then leads to a crumble of society. I've been doing my thing with another civilization, Western civilization. Ever notice the poorest in the world always have the most kids and the largest connected communities? It's because I haven't touched them yet. All of my co-workers are criminals that I had arrested when I used to be a police officer. I'm no longer a police officer, and I've gotten a job to keep me from going crazy from boredom. When I was preparing the food, I noticed my co-worker that was working alongside was a criminal I had arrested in the past. He was a burglar, and when he went to me and said, "Are you having a good day?" And me being honest, I replied, "No, I'm not having a good day. I don't really like this job. I only got it as a last resort." He then became quite aggressive and told me, "Nobody, especially you, is allowed to have a bad day. Next time, I'll ask you again about how your day's going, and it better be good." And I was so confused by this because nobody can control how their day will be. He walked away eventually, and when I was doing the cleaning, I spotted another co-worker who I'd arrested in the past when I was a police officer for dealing drugs. This co-worker came up to me and asked me how my day was, and I fearfully lied. My day is good, but he saw through that. He became aggressive and said, "You're goddamn lying, and you're not allowed to have a bad day. Next time I catch you having a bad day, it will all go wrong for you." I didn't understand how this company kept on hiring criminals that I'd arrested as a police officer, and I tried talking to my superiors. They just ignored me. Then another day, I was serving food with another co-worker who was working alongside me, and I recognised him as the violent individual who I'd arrested in the past as a police officer. He asked me why I was having a bad day, and that I wasn't allowed to have a bad day, and that my punishment will come to me for having a bad day. Then in that moment, I saw that everyone that I was working alongside with was a criminal I'd arrested in the past. Later on the day, I decided to just leave, but then a group of bars stopped me from going home, and I was trapped in some room. Then a prison guard banged on the bars, and he shouted at me, "Get back to bed, lights out." I am having a bad day. My teeth keep on appearing and then disappearing, and I wish they would just stay put. When my teeth disappear, it's a horrible time for me, as I stay away from smiling or even speaking to people. I get laughed at by kids, and it's just really embarrassing. It's odd how teeth have this societal standing in society with the hierarchy of classes, and when I lose my teeth, I go down the hierarchy and I go right to the bottom. Nobody really likes me, and everyone thinks I'm some weirdo who comes from a rough town. When my teeth appear again, everyone becomes great and I can smile, be in pictures and eat with people again. I can bite into their bodies again and not nearly starve to death when my teeth disappear. I am back on the societal hierarchy again, and life feels good and everyone smiles at me again. I can make friends, I can socialise, and I can eat people all over again when I get hungry. When my teeth disappeared again, I then started to notice that when my teeth disappear, I become so miserably depressed, that the past becomes brighter whenever I remember a time when my teeth were present. My past tortures me in the present times, within the here and now where my teeth have disappeared. Because I miss having teeth so much, I want to desperately have a good time, like partying, socialising and eating people. Having a good past is absolute torture when your life is terrible in the here and now. Because your past will be a constant reminder about just how good your life used to be, and will make you hate the here and now even more. Then when my teeth appeared again, I wasn't so hesitant to start partying and eating people straight away. Because what if my teeth were just torturing me by letting me have a good time for a while, so that I could suffer about it later when they disappear? So I didn't party, or eat people, or even socialise when my teeth disappeared again. The here and now at that point wasn't so bad, as I didn't have much good times to remember by which were close to the present times, to make the here and now more painful than they already were. There were times when I did fall back into temptation of eating people, doing drugs and partying when my teeth appeared. But I suffered greatly afterwards when my teeth disappeared. And I kept wallowing in the here and now at how great life used to be when I had teeth. I literally just want to die when my teeth disappear. But when they appear again, everything becomes great again. I mustn't let my teeth trick me into having a great time. For some background, I'm a 21-year-old female. I won't say my name, but my father's name was Hans. My father was in his 50s and he was on his own. Me and him were close, and he was a mechanic by trade. I was his only child, so when he passed, I received all of his possessions. And by all, I mean everything he had. Baseball cards and movies, just about everything you can imagine a man can collect in 53 years. Along with some odd items, he kept every single piece of artwork I ever made, but that's besides the point. When he passed, it was the same week that we went down to pack up the house. It was me and my grandmother and my uncle and my now fiancée. Now it was a lot, but we got it done in a short amount of time, within 2 days, and the whole process was heart-wrenching. But nonetheless, we got it done. My grandmother cleaned out the bathroom, which is actually where my father passed. And for those of you wondering, he had a heart attack. Once we got everything done and cleaned out, we were all sitting in the living room, in folding chairs, drinking a bottle of homemade wine that my grandmother made. And we were reminiscing and chit-chatting. And I looked up and saw a face on the wall. And it looked like my father's face. It's like my father was, looking down on us. But as we got everything loaded and run our way back to town, my fiancée and I were listening to Spotify. My father was a classic rock kind of guy. We didn't really listen to classic rock. I listened to screamo kind of music, but a song came on and now, every time I listen to it, it reminds me of my father. Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses. It makes me cry to this day. But that song came on while we were driving. And I don't know why, because it's not on my playlist, and I double checked. But to this day, and I kid you not, going through my dad's stuff, because it is a lot, and I'm still going through it, I can hear my father like he's talking to me when I'm going through his stuff. And I swear, out of the corner of my eye, sometimes I see him walk through the halls and it makes me cry every time. And I know he wouldn't want me to, but it's because I miss him. I'm actually tearing up as I write this, but I can see my father walking through the halls of this house, and he's never been in, and I can hear him, and I see him in my dreams, telling me that he's not dead. And I don't know what to do, because I do and I don't want to stop, but I don't know if it's paranormal to see my father roaming these halls. But I do know what is paranormal, is that I was in that house, drinking the wine with my family. There was a moment in time that I just froze. My whole body went cold and I lost 5 minutes of time. I don't know where they went. My grandmother and my fiancée were talking and my fiancée mentioned something. And he looked at me and So, I don't know if this is a shadow person story or a demon or ghost, but I think I'll just post it here because I really don't know what else it could be. So for some background, I was in my teens, and in order to understand what I'm saying, you kind of need to know the layout of the apartment that I was staying at the time, and I was living with my father. So the layout was simple. You'd walk in, and to the left was the kitchen, dining room area, and there's a balcony door that my father usually goes out on to smoke. And if you were to go right, there would be the living room. And the living room was moderately sized, but there was a hallway that you could go down. And if you stood on the hallway, on the right there was the bathroom door on the left wall. And on the right wall there was a closet door. And then directly in front of you was my bedroom door. And if you turned around and faced left, you would see my father's bedroom door. And at the time, my father was trying to get back with my stepmom. The reason why the fact that my father was trying to get back with my stepmom is important is because we were actually coming back from her house. And I had a backpack with my clothes in it. I was going to my bedroom, like I said, in that hallway. There's the bathroom, a closet, and my bedroom door. My bedroom door was open, and for some reason, I thought the bathroom door opened outwards into the hallway. But it didn't, and there was a light in this hallway that I couldn't turn on after the encounter. So we just walked into the apartment, and my dad went straight for the balcony, going for a cigarette. And I was heading to my bedroom with my backpack on my shoulder, and my arms carrying a bunch of stuff that I couldn't fit in there. For some reason, I ran into this dark etherealness. It looked like my bedroom door wasn't even there. And I just got this feeling of dread that set into my stomach. And I looked up and it hit me. There was a person in front of me. And he was just black like a shadow. Just dark, no eyes. Just the outline of a man. And he was strikingly tall. He reached the ceiling and he was towering over me. I'm only 5'2" and I couldn't touch the ceilings in the apartment. I dropped my backpack and my jaw dropped looking at the shadow person standing in front of me and this sinking feeling of dread in my stomach. Now I don't know if he was gone before or after, but the first thing that went into my mind was turn on the light, so I did. I hit the light switch in the hallway and he was gone. I don't know if he was a shadow person, I don't know if he was a ghost, and I don't know if he was a demon. All I know is that I didn't imagine it. This was the inky black outline of a man standing in front of me, towered over me, but he didn't feel like a threat, but I still got a sinking feeling of dread in my stomach. The man is a regular, and everyone who works in the back knows who he is. His name is Tom. Tom is an old gentleman who drives a blue vehicle, and he seems to be a little off. A lot of the customers that we have wear masks or keep their windows rolled up, and of course, in the height of this pandemic, cleaning products and gloves are a must for some customers. This is nothing new to us. A lot of customers prefer no contact, which basically means we hold a sign of their license up to a rolled up window so we can get their information, just so we can sign off on their products that they are receiving. Tom's a completely different case. Tom does wear a mask, and he is a heavy set man now, and I'm just assuming that he probably has some heart issues or medical issues, and he might have some brain issues as well. Now, many customers confuse us. I get confused with my co-workers all the time because that's stopped since I've dyed my hair bright pink. Tom always seems to forget me though. I usually bring his groceries out because for some ungodly reason I just stuck with it, and no matter how hard I try to weasel out of it, I just get the short end of the stick. I try to treat Tom like every other customer, do my spiel and load his vehicle up with his groceries, but there's a slight problem every time I look into his vehicle, or I breathe in the vicinity of his vehicle, I gag and I can't hold it back. You can see Tom has a mess in the back of his vehicle, and it's not the normal newspapers and mail, or even blankets. It's dirty laundry, poo-stained underwear, bras and urine-soaked newspaper, from what I can only hope is an animal. Tom wears an old mask that I can only assume he's had since the beginning, since the stained and ugly brown colour. His vehicle, no matter how dirty it looks the minute you open that trunk, it's like he's soaked his upholstery in bleach, because that's the only smell you get. It's so strong it burns the back of your throat. Although you'd think I could be happy because I couldn't smell the feces and dirty laundry and the urine-stained newspapers that litter the back of his car. Tom looks like your usual Reddit nice guy, although I really hope he does not know that this is about him. Tom doesn't seem to be a creepy guy. I don't think he tries to be, but every time I try to load his vehicle up with groceries, he just repeats that his name is Tom, and I usually say that my name as a response. And from there it just gets really creepy. He says that I'm beautiful, and that I'm a very nice girl. Or say things like, "You're cute," and I just politely nod or I'll smile behind my mask, hoping that my eyes don't give away my disgust. Tom seems to be in his 40s, but has the mentality of his 16-year-old boy. And I don't say this to be mean, but I look very different from my co-workers, and he constantly confuses me with one co-worker I strongly dislike. I know many of you may not see this as creepy or weird, but in my line of work, being a 21-year-old girl and having a man in his 40s that seems to constantly hit on me seems a little odd to me and a little creepy. I don't know whose dirty laundry's in the back, because Tom has told me he lives alone. As for the underwear, those are clearly his, but whose bras does he have? And where did he get them from? Okay, some backstory. I do work in retail. Unfortunately, it's at Walmart. Now, this isn't really a scary story, but it's a very odd thing that happened to me, and it's still a little creepy. So in my job, I am what we call a dispenser, basically in a small department known as OGP, Online Grocery Pickup. I bring the groceries out to your car and load them up. But before I can load your groceries into your vehicle, I have to go to the front of your window and ask for your name. I've been doing this for quite some time, over the span of a few months now, and usually every day is just fine. A few mistakes here and there, but nothing huge, and you get your odd creepy couple that you used to get at Walmart. Today was unfortunately a weirdo day. This customer is not a regular, and I've not seen her before, but her name's Maria. She never calls, so in that case I have to go out and ask for her name to put in the queue so we can get her order ready and bring it out to her. So I scan my badge and go out to her vehicle. I walk to the window and say, "Hello, can I get a name for the order?" She gives me this startled look. I don't think anything of it because I usually startle the customers when I walk up. She gives me a name and I say, "Okay, I'll be right out with that," and I walk back inside. As I'm bringing the order up, she gets out of her vehicle and opens the trunk. She starts talking to me. Because it takes me a while sometimes to load groceries up. Customers like to start a conversation, so this is nothing new. But when she's talking to me, she gets really close to my face. She's not wearing a mask, so I'm a little concerned and I ask her politely if she can back up. She continues to stay really close to me, but she starts talking about her vehicle, and I tell her currently that I don't have one. And I walk to work. She got a really surprised look on her face and asked me how far it was that I walk. Customers ask me this often when I tell them I walk, and I keep it very vague and I tell them, "Oh, I live behind Denny's," or behind another building that's nearby. I eventually finish loading her groceries into her vehicle, and I tell her that she's done and good to go. And I do my regular spiel of, "Have a good day and thank you for choosing Walmart." I trudge the totes back inside and I continue with my day. The next week, however, her name pops up in our queue, and I see her vehicle outside, so I go out and I ask for her name, thinking nothing of it. I just brought her groceries like I did the previous week, and as I'm talking to her, she looks at me and says, "Looked all over for Denny's just to see where you live. And you don't live that far, and your house is gorgeous." Now I'm a little creeped out at this point, because I never actually told her what house I live in, and there's quite a few houses behind Denny's. I just smile politely and nod. I finish loading her groceries as quick as I possibly can, and go back inside. I know this isn't necessarily scary, but it's one of the few creepy encounters that I've had at my job. Needless to say, I now keep the 16 gauge shotgun by my bed loaded, and I lock my doors every night.